Hey guys, Running Unchained. So I'm here to do a review for Castlevania, the new TV show of Netflix. I'm going to lay it out at the front. I have never played Castlevania video games. I never had. I've heard of them, but never bothered to them. And unfortunately, I didn't do a reaction for the trailer of this show, but I was into the trailer, and I was excited to see this show. And all I can say is that this show is fucking awesome. This show is fantastic. I don't want to ruin too much, but I'll just say this, that the show starts with we meet up with Dracula, who is in his own castle, and he has no communication with the world. And in a turning point, he accepts a way of living that he should not bother with the humans and try to connect with them, understand them. And due to unfortunate circumstances, he goes back to his origin ways and wages war against a country named Wallachia. And due to this unfortunate thing, which I don't want to give away, he gives the people of Wallachia 1 year to make their peace with God and to get out, because not hell will unleash over the country. And so without spoiling the show, from episodes 1, literally the first episode, you understand Dracula. You for a point, you like him, you understand his motives, and you sympathize with him. Now, the ultimatum of killing a lot of people, that might be excessive to my moral thinking, but I get his motives, and I sympathize for the man and for the creature, because he balances. At one point, he was able to balance that, and the ultimatum goes through. And then we meet up with this man named Trevor Belmont, who's just a drunk and hearing these stories of the ultimatum. At the end of the world is coming here to Wallachia, and he embarks. He's a traveler, just getting drunk and forgetting the whole world. He goes to this place called Gresti, I believe that's the name of the city. Gresti, I believe that's what. Correct me if I'm wrong. And there's this big conflict between the church, I believe the Christian church, I might be wrong, and these people who call themselves the speakers, who deal with magic and are here just to help people of great shit. The church blames it all on them. They blame the speakers for bringing evil, the wrath of evil, the wrath of the devil, that they're the responsible for Dracula coming to kill everyone and invade them every night throughout the country. And while this whole politic war is going on, Belmont comes through in the middle and understands what the speakers are going through. He tries to look the other way, but when there's in danger with one other kind, he helps out. He whips out his whip, which is badass in the show, and becomes a friend to the speakers. And they believe that in order to stop Dracula's rage, that there is a legendary warrior who wakes up every century, every few years to stop this threat. And Belmont makes a deal with him that if I go rescue someone who the speaker sent out to find this warrior, if I go rescue them, bring their body back, you promise to leave, because the church is willing to kill you, and they're willing to vanquish all of you to protect great shit in their own twisted minds. They do that. They come to an agreement. Trevor Belmont becomes an ally with a character called Sypha Belnades. And I don't want to spoil more, but there's connection, and this might sound weird, but the church in this show comes off as dicks. Granted, points of view very different, but I could clearly see people who are willing to do immoral stuff, and they believe they do it in the name of God. That's weird as hell. And even Church Belmont makes fun of him at one point. He's like, "You must be kidding me," and doesn't care to curse in front of the church or battle priests who carry knives to defend themselves. And it's really trippy. And the ending, great ending. But yeah, that's the story plot, the story or the plot. And all I gotta say is that this show is filled with positives, and again, negatives that I have with shows or movies are stuff that like, oh, I wish we've gotten more, which is sort of a compliment. And I'll say this, that the voice actors in the show, stunning. Richard Armitage, who I was told played Thorin Oakenshield from The Hobbit, plays Cher Belmont. I love Cher Belmont. He's a badass, and there's more to him, and there's a reason why he's in this fight. And you're gonna have to watch the show to find out why. Tony Amendola, who voices the Elder. Matt Fuhrer, who voices the Bishop, who is, in my opinion, a dick in the show. But Mr. Fuhrer does an amazing job for me to be like, wow, that guy is. Graham McTavish, who plays the Saints of Killers, and he's also in The Hobbit. I forgot his character in The Hobbit. He plays Dracula, and it's like, come on, I love Preacher. I like the Hobbit films, and now you're in Castlevania. I'm a fan of this guy. I am a fan of this guy. Emily Swallow, who plays Lisa Tepes. Keep an eye out. James Callis, who I'm not going to say who he plays, and please don't look, for the benefit of you watching the show and liking it, don't look up his name, just know that he does an amazing job. When you finish the show, you'll understand why, then you could Google him. And Alejandra Reynosa, who plays Saifa Belnades. At first, she and Cher Belmont, they're like, you, and there's not big fightings, but then towards once they see eye to eye, they are a great combo, a great team up. So yeah, the voice actors knock it out of the ballpark in the show. The animation is amazing. I felt this animation sort of similar to, I know this might be sacrilegious to say or not, be like, how can you compare it to this or that? Sort of what I saw of Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! I love the animation. It was awesome, and it was very cinematic in a TV show. So I really dug that. Please, and this sucks because I don't want to be like, you don't show this, but this show, as much as it is awesome, there is action, violence, and gore in it that I wasn't expecting, and it's like, don't show it to kids. Make it a happy, sweet 16 birthday present. Like, oh yeah, you can see Castlevania, but holy shit, the gore in this show was awesome. But it was like, god damn, I'm lucky my little brother isn't younger and he's close to my age. So that was, the action violence is metal in the show. And going to where I am sort of twisted, but I'm happy with the show, is that the pacing of the show, it's only 4 or 5 episodes, and the episode's duration is about 25 minutes. So at the end of the episode, you are excited and can't wait to see the next one. You're excited and can't wait to see the next one. And by the time the show ends, you're like, no, we were just doing good. And then luckily, I just realized that they renewed the show for a second season, which is, I'm like, yes. But it's gonna come out in 2018. I'm like, fuck, I gotta wait a whole year for season 2. But it made an impact. This TV show made an impact, and what I would love that there were more episodes, sure. But I know they were testing out the water, see if people were gonna like it. You guys got my money. You guys got my attention. I am down for Castlevania. And again, someone who didn't play the video games, I dig the show. If you play the video games and you don't dig the show, I would understand that. You might have expectations that have to meet with this or with that. I understand that, but as someone who didn't play the video games, this show was awesome. and I can't wait for season 2. And I wish we got a little bit more, but that's about the only thing negative that I could say about it. Yeah, this usually I'm not a big into watching animated shows, at least current right now. Back in the 90s, I was all about it, but this show hooked me, and it got me in a very strange way. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this show. What a kickoff season! First season 1 was amazing, and yeah, so try to do your best to stay away from spoilers. I would suggest. I'm gonna go off and saying that I'm gonna give this show, as of season 1, my opinion, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10, and I will be here hopefully within a year, if I'm lucky, to do a review for season 2. But yeah, that's me, my review of Castlevania, a Netflix new TV show. If you guys like the review, hit the like button, subscribe for more content, post any comments down below, tell me if you agree with some stuff, that we both like the same stuff, or if we disagree, we could agree to disagree. Let's talk about it in the comments down below, and subscribe for more content. I'm excited for this year and for the coming year of what's to come for me to show and interact. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.